On today's subdivision tours, I want to show you the cottages at Charlestown as well as the Charlestown subdivision here in Bon Air, super conveniently located off of 247, just 5 minutes away from base. But now let's check out the subdivision. Let's start this tour of the subdivision with a story time. This is actually a pretty special subdivision to me, and the reason for that being is when we PCS from Whiteman Air Force Base to Robins Air Force Base in 2019, I actually had a good friend of mine who I met years and years ago at Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany, who had a house here in the subdivision. And right behind me was the house of Bruce Byrne and Sonny Byrne, and they wanted me to help them sell the house. So this subdivision is special to me because it is actually the first subdivision that I helped someone sell their home or buy a home while licensed in Georgia like years ago. But let's get into the nitty-gritty of this subdivision. As mentioned in the beginning of the video, this is super conveniently located. I mean, you got a strip mall right next to the subdivision that is home to noodle house, there's a Mexican restaurant, there is a pizza place, Two Guys and a Pie that I would recommend. It's right off 247, which leads you directly in all directions to all the shopping, dining, as well as Robins Air Force Base. And on top of that, right outside of the subdivision is actually Foundation Academy, which is a daycare super conveniently located for all the people that live in the Charlestown and cottages at Charlestown. I've been wanting to do this video for a while, and today I thought it is the time, even though it is the coldest day of the year and the coldest I ever experienced it here in Middle Georgia. It's 19 degrees outside and I'm freezing, but I'm doing it for you and give you some information about Charlestown. Homes, or they started building homes in 2003, and in the cottages they started building all the way to 2023. Beautiful homes out there in the cottages. There are slab ranches or cottages as the name suggests, but over here in the older part of the subdivision in Charlestown, the homes were built between 2003 and 2018 actually. So there are a bunch of older homes as well as a bunch of newer homes. Charlestown as a subdivision has been a really desirable subdivision. Not only is it so close to Robins Air Force Base, so for every family and airmen that are moving here because of Robins, this is a great place to be. But it's also probably because of the very low average home price, still under $300,000. Last year in 2023, the average home price in the cottages as well as in Charlestown was only $264,000, and 30 homes sold in this subdivision in 2023, which is quite a lot. If you wonder what the lot sizes are, well, lot sizes range actually from 0.2 all the way to 0.8. There is one house that actually has 0.8 acres here, and that is in the older part, as well as home sizes range from 1,200 to 2,500 square foot, and you guessed it, the 2,500 square foot home is also in the older part of the subdivision, while in the cottages you get homes ranging from 1,300 to 1,700 square foot, and they're all pretty nice and new out here. You might also notice that here in the cottages you actually have sidewalks on both sides of the street, while in the Charlestown and the older part of this subdivision you do not have any sidewalks. So with an average home price in 2023 of under $270,000 and very close proximity to Walmart, Robins Air Force Base, all major shopping and dining, this is an amazing neighborhood to be when you are moving to Robins Air Force Base or just moving to one of Robins in the area in general. So I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Charlestown and the cottages of Charlestown here in Bon Air, zoned for Warner Robins High School, Bon Air Elementary, Bon Air Primary, Bon Air Middle School, super close to Robins Air Force Base, major shopping and dining. It is right next to a daycare, Foundation Academy, as well as to a bunch of restaurants that are actually pretty good. If you want more information about Charlestown and the cottages of Charlestown and you think about moving here, my contact information is in the description below. Reach out anytime. I'm here to help, and I hope I'll see you in the next neighborhood tour.